I'm Mary.
And I'm Jenny.
Couldn't get enough of our podcast?
Well, all right. Here's one more bite. When you're teaching classes or when you're developing a recipe, how important is gut health in those areas?
Yeah, so obviously I develop recipes for clients and for other purposes. So that's not always the forefront because that's the way I make money. But when I'm writing recipes for my classes that I run or for, my fermentation workshops or for my family nutrition classes, or I also teach in a school, it's at the forefront because I feel like the gut is the locus of our health. And without looking after our gut, we can't be healthy. There's really no health without gut health. So it goes into everything I do. It's the way I feed my family. It's the way I write recipes. It's the way I teach and run my classes. It's about getting in those whole foods, those nutrient dense foods, those fiber rich foods, as much as possible in order to feed the gut always and constantly the stuff it needs to kind of keep ticking over and keep doing its job. And obviously as well, fermented foods is a large part of what I do in teaching people how to make their own and teaching them how to incorporate these in their everyday way of eating in their diet, whether it's, the children, whether it's, it's for the whole family, really. It's not just for, the mum to kind of add to the side of her plate. It's for the whole family. But it really is about, it's crucial. It's crucial to kind of everything I do, really.
So there's never really a set time when you should start doing this. So, for example, is it ever too early to promote good gut health, or should we start as young as with our children?
Yeah,
develop those habits.
Yeah, no, it's never too early. I mean, obviously, your gut microbiome is passed on to you at birth. So, your mother, whether you were born, if you come out the traditional route or if you come out the hatch, it's slightly different. But the gut bacteria are seeded from coming out the vaginal canal. So our gut microbiome begins at birth, and how our gut microbiome then learns how to respond, to different, pathogens, different invaders, really much is seeded at birth. And we can obviously intervene by supporting it, but we can also, not do enough to support it. And then we'll see further down the line, other kind of health complaints cropping up as a result of not supporting the gut. But no, it's never too early to start. I mean, when you're kind of starting to feed your children and wean your children, you're thinking about giving them, that variety of, fresh whole food from a very early age. And again, it's about helping them to develop the taste and the palate, even for things like, sauerkraut and kimchi from a very early age, because it'll just become normal in what they eat. And I think, starting early is hugely important because you create patterns and behaviors that become, lifelong habits at a very early age. So never too early. And obviously now anybody can kind of take charge. And I think now is the time to really be thinking about how we look after our health. And I always consider this as kind of part of your preventative health plan. So, there's a lot of things we can't control, our genetics and, what we're going to walk into when we go outside the door. But what we can control is what we put into our bodies, and we can make better choices about what we put into our bodies that support our health and that make us feel good. So it's very much a part of doing that too.
That's natural chef and fermentation teacher Nina Foster. Didn't catch the whole conversation? You can find Digesting the Words on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Stitcher, or your favorite platform. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram at Bits and Bites Show, or for more at bitsandbitesshow.com.